Hi, it's Matt here. So this is my Tesla Model S 2014 85 kilowatt hour. This is as old as Teslas get in the UK. This one's done 112,000 miles. And in this video, I'm going to upgrade the washer jets. So why do I need to upgrade the washer jets? Well, you don't really, but I've just changed the wiper motor assembly, and I'll put a link to the video I've done on that in the description and up on top of the screen there somewhere. And while I was ordering that motor from Tesla, I thought I would order a pair of new washer jets. And that is because the original jets on the Model S's have 2 jets of water, whereas the newer Model S has a fan style spray where it sprays a fan of mist across the whole screen, which is what most modern cars have, and that's much better. So I thought while I was ordering the motor, I'll order a set of washer jets, and that's what they come like. So they don't do the original 2 jet ones anymore. They only do these fan ones, and these were quite cheap. They were £3.96 plus VAT each, so £4.75 each, and the part number is 105288700C. So let's show you what it's like before. Let's just put the washer jets on, and as you'll notice on the driver's side, when I initially started, you do only get 1 jet, and that's because the other jet hits the parked wiper arm, and it's incredibly difficult to adjust these to get the jets to miss the wiper arm. Often the first jet will miss it, so you squirt your washers and you don't get any water on your windscreen. It's taken quite a long time to adjust it to get one to jump the arm and hit the screen. So I'm hoping by fitting these it's going to make the water get on the screen, miss those arms, and also you don't need any adjustment with these at all, because adjusting little jets in windscreen washer things, what do you call them? I can't remember what you call them. I've had a brain freeze. But adjusting those little washer jets is very, very difficult. I've even got the tool, but little micro adjustments with the tool can make huge differences on the screen. You can have it shooting over the roof, shooting across the side. To get it at that perfect place in your screen is very difficult. So certainly using a fan type jet just makes life a lot easier, and for the cost of it I thought, well, I'll try it. So that's what I'm going to do in this video, so we can see a before, and as you can see on the driver's side, most of the time I'm only getting 1 jet because the wiper arm is pushing it out of the way all the time. But so that's before. I'm now going to fit these and do an after. So looking under the bonnet here, you can see there's the washer jet, a bit of hose going into a T-piece up here, and then the same on the other side. So fitting these should be very easy. That just clips into the bonnet and connect your hose up. So I'm sat in the front, and everything in life is always more difficult than you think. So changing these should be quite easy, but it was quite awkward to get that out. But once you've seen it, then obviously it's less of a challenge. So that's why I'm filming this. So here's the original nozzle, the 2 jet nozzle, and there's the new fan type nozzle. So they're basically the same. So they only sell the fan jet nozzles now. So I've bought the right nozzles for this car, but the originals have this rubber gasket around them. So I tried fitting the gasket on the new one, as you thought you would, but I just couldn't make it fit. And then if you look at the end of them, not sure whether you can see that, but the gap between the surface of the nozzle and the sort of clip on this one is something like 2.5–3 millimeters. This one is more like 1 millimeter. So when you put the gasket on there, that was filling up that cavity, and there wasn't enough for the thickness of the metalwork here for it to clip in place. So clearly you don't need the gasket on the new ones, which sort of makes sense because Tesla are constantly evolving things, and if they can do away with parts, they do. So they've clearly done away with that gasket. So I then gave up trying to keep the gasket on this, and it did then clip in, but you've got to be quite strong. So to get them out, you put your finger on the jet and you sort of pull it this way, and then to get them in again you've got to clip it in and then push it that way. So I've sort of pushed it in, and it does take quite a quite a lot of force to get them in. So that one's done. I've now got to do the passenger side. So yeah, just to recap, to get them out, you don't, which is what I was trying to do, go in here and try to push this clip on this side. Instead, you get hold of it this side and you pull them out that way, and then that comes out. But it's not obvious obviously when you're trying it for the first time. So yeah, once you know the trick with these things, it's easy. That first one has taken me 15-20 minutes. The second one took me about 30 seconds. So let's have a go. Is this jet on the driver's side going to clear this parked wiper arm? There is not much of a gap there. As I said, I fitted a new motor, so the gap is correct, and there's the maximum gap that it's going to have. Because if you don't know, there's an issue with the wiper assemblies wearing prematurely on these cars, and that gap tends to reduce and the wiper arm starts hitting on the bonnet. So with a new motor only fitted half an hour ago, that gap's as big as it's going to be. So here's the test. Wow, look at that. Even when they're parked on the driver's side, oh hang on, let's just push the button completely. You can see there that the water is getting beyond that wiper arm, and you can see also that the spray is covering the whole windscreen. If anything, it's a bit high over there, but of course we're not moving. Generally you'll be moving and there'll be air pushing against the windscreen, so it's all going to be much lower. So yeah, I think that's an upgrade well worth doing. So yes, for £9.50 I think that's a job worth doing. If you've got the older Model S that's got the double jets rather than the fan type, you can buy these from your local Tesla service centre, or they will post them to you. You'll obviously have to pay postage, but yeah, for £9.50 well worth doing. So as always, if you found this video useful, please do click that thumbs up button on YouTube. That really does help and allows other people to find this channel. Do subscribe if you haven't. Plenty of EV videos on the channel as well, and I'll see you on the next video.